Good afternoon, beginning farmer friends. I came out to feed a little afternoon alfalfa pellets. Looks like the baby lambs are even checking it out as well. These 5 in here, is there 5? Yeah. These 5 lambs in here are doing great. The other lamb out there is doing good. It doesn't look like we've had any more lambs born yet today, but you never know. The sun is out. It is gorgeous today. 42 degrees this afternoon. Absolutely beautiful. The first thing that I need to get done today is split some firewood that is in the loader bucket. That won't take very long. Then we need to hook up to the grinder mixer and grind some feed for the baby chicks. That means filling buckets with soy meal, then putting the corn in, and figuring out how we're going to get the feed into the chick brooder. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me get this tractor started, and then I want to pick your brain. Is it all right if I pick your brain? It's a rodeo in here. We're gonna let the 4430 warm up. We're gonna let the wood splitter warm up real quick. I thought I would come in and check on the calf, see how the baby calf is doing. Baby calf has a lot of energy right now. She's still got that halter on and she doesn't seem to mind it as much now as she did when she first had it on. But the question I wanted to ask is about farmers markets. Oh my goodness, wild calf. Today is February 22nd, so almost the end of February. Our farmers market season this year starts on the first Saturday of May, which this year is May 1st. Is that May Day? Is that still a thing where you put candy on somebody's door, popcorn, and you run away? I don't remember. I feel like I remember doing that as a kid though. But we have a plan for our farmers market. Scratch that. We now know what farmers market we're going to. We don't have a great plan for our farmers market. That's where I have questions. If you didn't know, our farmers market last year was not canceled for the whole year, but it wasn't normal last year. Like most things weren't normal last year. And so they never really had a full-blown farmers market. They just had a drive-through farmers market that didn't start till very late in the season. Because of that, we, along with some of our other farm friends, started our very own farmers market. We called it the Playhouse Market because it was at the Playhouse. Really unique name. And since we hadn't heard what was happening with the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market this year, which is our main farmers market, we were starting to plan to have that be our main farmers market again this year, and in our case, our only farmers market again this year. Then, almost out of the blue actually, we heard from the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market, and they told us that they were going to be opening this year in a limited capacity. It would not be drive-through again. It is going to be out in the open in the main place, but they are going to basically have the number of vendors that they have there. And it's going to be mostly just farmers. No prepared foods, no craft vendors, things like that, at least to start the season. Because of that, a few of the main farms that were at our temporary farmers market, if we want to call it that, decided that downtown was where they needed to be. Because they decided downtown was where they needed to be, we kind of felt like downtown was where we needed to be also. I will be completely honest with you. I am excited and not completely excited to be back at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market. I am excited because it's the big farmers market in town. I do think it is the place to be. I'm not as excited because I don't feel like I have a good plan going into 2021. And that's where you come in. I would love to get some help and get some thoughts on that. Let's go split this firewood though. And then can I ask you a quick question? Actually, I really need some advice, so don't go anywhere. Now that pesky firewood is out of the way, let's get to the question. And the difficulty for us at the farmers market has always been being seen. Our good friends that are vegetable farmers, they have stacks and stacks and stacks of beautiful vegetables, colorful vegetables. A person walks by and they know what they have there. Our farmers market is big. It is very big. In a normal year, there'll be 200 plus vendors. Again, this year there'll be around 110 vendors, but in a normal year, 200 plus vendors and 20,000 people at least on a weekend, on a Saturday morning, over 5-hour span. And so it is just a horde of people walking by. And unless there's something that is just like automatically drawing them in, like those stacks of vegetables, it is difficult for people to find out that we are there. There is a big crowd that, you know, maybe they come to the market twice a year, and it would be great to catch them and sell them a couple packs of brats or a couple packs of bacon, something like that. But the crowd that we really want to get are the ones that are there every single week doing their shopping. And those people are there, but how do you get noticed in such a big crowd. I've got a few ideas, but I would love to hear your ideas of how we can make a display that shows people we've got meat for sale. In fact, we've got meat for sale right here, right now. You can buy it, take it home with you, grill it tomorrow afternoon. If you've got suggestions, put them in the comments down below. And I've got one other big ask for you. Besides, what's going wrong with my grinder mixer? We need to figure that out. But there's one more big ask. I've got all the soy meal in, and that takes a little while, digging it out of those bulk bags and putting it in the back. I pulled up to the grain bin. We're gonna put the corn in, and then I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the feed. But the question that I wanted to ask, and I wanted to kind of throw out to you, the listeners, the viewers, whatever you wanna call yourselves, is who should I talk to? What I would like to do is put together some video interviews about marketing, specifically marketing meat. When it comes to raising livestock, grass-fed livestock, homestead livestock, whatever you want to call it, there is a ton of information out there. I've got some loud sheep back there. They're talking to the ones that are outside, the ones inside talking to the ones outside. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to talk to people about how they market their stuff specifically at the farmer's market. What works for them, what hasn't worked for them, what changes they've made, and I would like to make them in like video interviews, Skype interviews, or in-person interviews, whatever I can pull off. So what I'm asking is if you've got some great meat vendors that you know about, they don't have to be on YouTube, they don't have to have podcasts or anything like that, put them down in the comments section below. We'll see if we can get them on. We'll put this information out there. I can learn in a ton of different places how to raise pigs out on pasture, but selling a lot of meat at the market, I think that would be a great benefit to a lot of people who watch not only my videos, but hopefully stumble onto them as well, because that's a really important thing when it comes to having direct market farms. Okay, I've talked enough. For a guy that's been spending a lot of time lately talking about lean farming, this is the least lean farming thing I could be doing. The chicken brooder is over there. I'm putting the feed over here, which means I'm gonna have to carry it over there all the time. But I have no way by myself, with my auger being broken on the back of the grinder mixer the way it is, I have no way to get it into the chicken shed where the chickens are, where the chicks are. So I'm putting it over here, and I'm using our trash can here as a stabilizer for this wonderful broken grinder mixer. It is seriously windy out here. I've got the chickens fed, I've got the chickens water, I've got all the chores done, I got my feed ground with the feed grinder, and the snow is just, it is melting. It is just going away. In fact, I'm walking around with wet boots right now because I got a hole in my boot and there's just so much slop around that it's just coming right in. Got one more question before I go. It's robotics night tonight. It's almost time for our big competition. But me and this little heifer calf, we've got to have a discussion and you can join in. I mentioned in my video yesterday that we're not afraid to feed some grain to this little calf because we want to get her started right. We don't have great grass-fed options for a little calf like this on our farm because we don't have a lot of calves that we bottle feed. But we cannot get her to start with this grain. It's just some pellets, it's got some molasses, some oats. It smells good, but little purple halter here, she doesn't like it. Got any tips on getting a little calf to eat some grain? We would love to hear them. My daughter, she would love to hear them. She does look happy. She does look healthy though. Those are the main things. We've gone through one bag of milk replacer already. So we're on our second bag of milk replacer. I don't know how this pencils out cost-wise, having to bottle feed calves like that. We don't have anything to compare the cost to because we've never really done this and seen this all the way through before. But we are keeping track. Actually, I should say my daughter is keeping track because she's doing this for a 4-H project, a bottle calf for a 4-H project. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope I didn't, whoa, let's step back out of the wind here. I hope I didn't overwhelm you with too many questions today, but if you do have a suggestion or an idea, put it in the comments down below. Have a great day.